up, y'all? It's me, Nate Almighty, aka the Global Dark Skin Ambassador, aka the top G under 50 G's. And these are the top 5 ways that having multiple women can easily destroy you. Now, I'm somebody who deals with multiple women, but I've managed to deal with it in a way where I don't allow it to ruin my life. However, I used to be that guy where dealing with multiple women was ruining my life. And I'm going to explain to you guys the 5 ways that having multiple women can easily ruin your life, just in case it may not be built for you. Number 1 of the top 5 ways having multiple women can easily destroy your life. Most women are crazy and will not share you, making having a roster complicated when you want to be truthful, right? I'm always going to be someone who stresses to men that you have to be truthful to these women and you have to tell them who you are, okay? You don't have to tell them all your business. Of course, you can omit certain things because women will never be 100% honest with you. They will always omit things from you. Women love living in this gray area of plausible deniability. My suggestion is copy them. Do the same thing, right? That's what I do. But when it comes to having a roster of women, especially, right, when you're not rich, but even rich men go through this, right, is that women will accept the fact that you are who you are, but women can be so insecure that they don't want to work as a team, right? So you can have women who you're not trying to bring them together, you're not trying to have threesomes, they can simply know about each other. And you will often run into women who will do whatever it takes to become the number 1 woman in the most negative way possible. For instance, I've had multiple women in my history, right, where, especially if you're dealing with women who are from the hood, right, they will say, okay, I know you are who you are. That's okay with me, right? But if I catch you with that bitch, I'ma beat her ass. Or if they find out who the girl is, right, in the social media age, she will go on her DMs and make sure that that girl knows about you. I mean, that girl knows about her, right? I'll tell y'all a little story in regards to that. One story of many in regards to me, right? So, back in the days when my oldest son was around 2 years old, I had an ex-girlfriend named Brittany. Shout out Brittany. We still cool now, right? She started beefing with my baby mother, right? Now, how the beef started, my baby mother basically was just hating because I wasn't dealing with her anymore. I had this new girl. But where I fucked up at is, I kind of like made my baby mother my side bitch, not fully understanding the things that she was capable of. So I remember they had a fight and then they ended up on the phone with each other. That's a story for a whole another day, because I definitely did not give them bitches each other's phone number. But they end up with each other's phone number. They're on the phone. I'm sitting in the house with my girl. My girl's arguing with my baby mother who's outside, telling her to come out and fight. She's like, well, that's my baby father. I'm not going nowhere. I just fucked him the other day. I'm going to keep fucking him. There's nothing you can do about it. And every time I see you, I'm going to beat that ass, right? And her, like other women who they're extremely jealous and extremely insecure, right? And they refuse to accept a man's nature and choose to accept it or walk away. They develop this mindset whereas I catch you with another bitch, I'ma beat ass. Or I'ma chase her away. A lot of women will really say it to you. They're like, I will chase that bitch away. I'ma chase away every girl I find out that you with. They'll tell you that. And the crazy thing about it is that when you deal with crazy women, for some reason, the pussy be fire. I don't know. Let's just move on, right? Number 2. Too much sex indeed does wear a man down. And when I say wear a man down, I mean physically, where you're tired all the time, right? I remember at the height of me really wanting to have a roster and wanting to have as many women that I could deal with at one time. I remember I got my roster up to 7 at one time, right? So throughout the course of a week when I still lived in New York City, I'd come home from work, I'd eat, and I would go see a woman 3-4 times a week, definitely over the weekend, right? The ones I really liked, I was seeing during the week, right? And here's the thing, when you're exchanging all that different energy with women, some of these women who may be sleeping with other guys, you gotta hear their problems, you gotta fuss with some of them, it wears you down, right? It wears you down on a spiritual level, right? And now on a physical level, where it wears you down, now we're talking about STDs, right? I'm not gonna lie, I'm a repeat offender, okay? I've had chlamydia more than once, right? I've never had anything that the doctor can't cure, but I've had a fiery dick before. It's not cool, and I intend on never getting burned again. But these things definitely happen, right? Too much sex does indeed wear a man down. My suggestion is, you probably won't understand the value of this until you've gotten so many bitches and gotten so much pussy where in real time, you start feeling how I felt at one time where I was like, damn, like, am I a machine? I'm a sex machine. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? And it goes half and half, man. The important thing is, what time are you making for yourself, right? Which brings us to number 3 of the top 5 ways having multiple women can easily destroy you if you don't know what you're doing. Women tend to distract you from the more important things in life. And unless she's your wife, everything is more important than a bitch. Everything, okay? Everything. Getting to the bag is more important than a bitch. Working out is more important than a bitch, right? Spending time with your children, more important than a bitch, right? Reading, more important than a bitch. Sleeping, more important than a bitch, right? So when you're dealing with too many women and they're not, and this only applies if they're not on the same time as you. They're not on the same life path, right? If these women don't add value to your life in the positive ways that you need them to, they will distract you. Not only that, they'll distract you from better bitches, right? But that's number 3. Let's move on to number 4, right? It costs money to deal with these hoes. More women equals more money spent on dates, holidays, etc. Even abortions, okay? Abortions cost money. I come from New York City, a liberal state. I've had to pay $400 or $500 for an abortion once or twice. One time, I was dealing with a chick that I forgot was on public assistance and had Medicaid, and I think she had robbed me for $400 or $500, telling me she was pregnant. Might not even have been pregnant, right? Scandalous bitch. And that scandalous bitch has some scandalously fire pussy. I'm just saying, right? Like, I'm not perfect. I teach y'all how to get bitches. I don't teach y'all how to deal with them the best way or the best possible women to get, man. I teach y'all to have a good time. You feel me? I'm teaching you how to get them. Teaching you how to get some puss for gush, right? But listen, it costs money to deal with women, especially if you're the kind of guy where your body game is not up, your charisma is not up, and you're trying to entertain women who you like but don't like you. The more a woman likes you, the less money you have to spend. But if you don't understand your value and you keep aiming for women that feel like you're out of their league, they make you pay to entertain them, And then for what? You done spent $200-$300 on 2-3 dates. You ain't even get a kiss. She ain't feel on your arm, touch your chest. She ain't grab your beef stick. All for what? I'll tell you what it was all for. All for naught. All for naught, man. When you somebody that lead with money, the point of this is not to not lead with money too. Because if you're leading with money, you're going to get bled out your money, man. But moving on to number 5 of the top 5 ways having multiple women can ruin your life. A woman's bad habits can become your bad habits. So imagine constantly being around multiple women with multiple bad habits. I'll give y'all an example, right? So a lot of people are aware of the drug habits that Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston had. Are y'all aware of the fact that Bobby Brown did an interview before? And he said that he wasn't even that bad with drugs until he got with Whitney Houston. And now I will relate that to real life now, right? Personally, my mother and my stepfather, both of whom don't drink anymore. When I reflect on how things were, right? I understand that both of them were alcoholics, right? But when I'm honest with myself, it is my mother who began to drink more. She got worse. And as she got worse, he got worse. Then there were times where he was trying to quit and she was not quitting at all, not even trying. Constantly sending him to the store to go get her liquor. Because, you know, she bougie. She like to get drunk, hide in the house, right? For the most part, not letting nobody see what she doing, right? So she could go out and be a functioning addict and act like nothing's wrong. This man was constantly facing triggers while he was trying to maintain sobriety, which is why he always relapsed, right? Around the time I started having kids was when he finally stopped. But my mother kept going until realistically this year. She started having some health issues. And she knew that drinking was not going to be a best choice for her. Otherwise, she'd probably be drinking right now, right? And if you talk to any male drug addicts, right? Or if you talk to any overweight men, you will find out that it's usually the man who has the first idea to want to be better, but for whatever reason, the women don't want to be better, and their negative habits contribute to the man's negative habits. I believe most people have a thing where they view couples, and if both of those people are fucked up, they tend to act as if the man is the person who is the reason why both of these couples are fucked up, right? But in all the reality, I would argue that probably half to 75% of all addicts in some kind of way were influenced to be addicts by women. And those are my top 5 ways that having multiple women can ruin your life and destroy you. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.